Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome. It is Tuesday night time for the Vision Group webinar. Super excited. My name is Diane Hochman, and I am here to help you guys with your home businesses. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, coming up on 20. Can you guys believe 20 years? And since I'm only 27, right? Then it's just so hard to believe that it's been 20 years and I started when I was 7. Now, it's been 20 years. I brought my kids up from home in the industry. And now for the 20th anniversary and all this other fun stuff, we formed the Vision Group. And we are helping people not only with their health and wellness and weight loss and all that good stuff, but we're also helping home business owners by offering different generic webinars with all kinds of information, including our super secret specialty with our super secret special weapon over here. I'm pointing the wrong way. Mr. Ray Williams, the mind mechanic, who is helping us with reprogramming our subconscious minds and getting fears under control and all the things that hold home business owners back. And then I have these two lovely ladies. I don't know if you guys are seeing us like the Brady Bunch. Are you seeing us like the Brady Bunch? Somebody tell me. It's like 4. Like, are we stacked? We see us stacked. So we like. And the way they all became a Brady Bunch. But I don't know if you guys see us like that, so we might be weird. So I have down here the queen of delicious, beautiful, gorgeous, yummy vegetables and food, Olivia Mithofer. And here on the right, the mom extraordinaire, super marketer and super fun girl, Jackie Payne. So we are East Coast and West Coast, well, based sort of West Coast. We're kind of spanning the country today. And I'm excited because tonight's topic is ... Expecting to scare the poop out of you. And I'm looking to see who's saying hi. We got Natalia, Christine, Melissa, Judy. Christine, you say you only see me? Oh, well, you're on your phone. You have to scroll, darling. You have to scroll. If anybody's on a desktop, tell me, do you see the 4 of us like stacked in a square? Karen Anderson's here. Hello, Karen. Do you guys see us stacked in a square, or are we across the top? Or I think if I show the screen. Debbie Timmons, we tried to find you today, but you weren't around. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Looking forward to chatting with you. Karen, when you see all 4 of us, do you see, Jack, are you freaking kidding me? Jack said, what's the Brady Bunch? Jack, you're a liar, pants on fire. And if you're not, I'm coming to your house. If you guys meet Just Jack, he's fabulous. Jack, I'm coming to your house and I'm going to tie you down and make you watch Marsha reruns of the Brady Bunch.
Jack's he's dating himself if he doesn't know who they are.
Well, no, he's younging himself is what he's doing. Jack is young, but Jack, don't do this to me. Do you know who Paul McCartney is? Please say yes. Please say yes. So you have you, Olivia, and Jackie at the top and Ray at the bottom. So you're not seeing us in like Brady Bunch style. Okay, so you guys don't get my jokes. Oh, okay, great, Jack, thank you. He said after that we have to watch I Love Lucy. Okay, you can stay. I have had literally students and friends and colleagues that didn't know who Paul McCartney was and also had never seen the Sound of Music, which means we're really old. Because when people don't know what the Sound of Music is, the world is over. Now, my children are Julie Andrews freaks. And Jillian said the only person on earth that she would get, my daughter handles celebrities and stuff at work, and she said the only person on earth she would get verklempt about would be Julie Andrews. And she's met Oprah. So she said if Julie Andrews comes to work, she's going to lose it. So we'll see if she gets Julie Andrews. So guys, fear of prospecting. And I'm going to turn it over to Ray in a second and let him kind of be the master of ceremonies. But when I started in the game, I was super scared of prospecting people. I was super scared of talking to people. And truthfully, I still have some remnants of it left today. In fact, I had a session with Mr. Mind Mechanic last night, and we were exploring some of it because doing this webinar brought up some of the little things that I still have going on after 20 years. And it's hard. Did you girls struggle? I mean, have you struggled? Do you still struggle a little bit? Is it an ongoing thing? How is it for you guys?
I think we're both waiting on the other one to talk.
Yeah. Go, Jack.
Go ahead, Jack.
Actually, for me, back when I first started, I could remember going door to door prospecting, and my
Wow.
husband had to come with me because I couldn't do it by myself. He actually literally held my hand. And so through, the process of getting started, and I mentioned that earlier today, is, once you get started in the prospecting, just doing it, then it becomes a little bit easier. And the butterflies and everything tends to go away. And I like to relate a little bit to public speaking, getting on stage. I've always heard that no matter how often you do that, you still have that little tinge of fear inside you, no matter what.
Big time, big time. And again, I've been doing that for a long time too. I'll get up in front of thousands of people. I've spoken in front of as many as 15,000, but I'll get up in front of 20 and I'm freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, you might be freaking out, but like, okay, I had a colleague of mine, he got up and he did huge, I did medium-sized seminars. He did huge, like 1,000 people. He said after 20 years, he still had this. So you have to ask yourself, is this fear you're feeling, or is it just an anxiety?
Mm.
There's a distinction. Now, fear is like, okay, Jackie, what she was experiencing, having Tony go out with her, that's fear. Okay, having your hubby come out, that's fear. But just get up there and just kind of having your high heels shake a little bit, high heels, sandals. That could be just a healthy anxiety. In fact, I know public speakers, they're encouraged to hang on to a little bit of that anxiety because that's healthy. Why?
Yeah.
You never want to get so complacent. You're getting up there. You don't want to get up there almost like you're lackadaisical. The healthy anxiety will keep you kind of on your toes to make you an exciting speaker. So there's a healthy anxiety versus a negative fear. Sense?
Sense.
Mhm.
A lot of sense.
Yeah. I used to
Olivia,
get,
for you, how's it been for you?
for me, way back in the beginning, I just remember having people to call, a list of people to call, and just sort of in the back of my mind praying that no one answered the phone. That's a good way.
Please don't answer. Please don't answer. Please don't answer.
So, I mean, for me, and I'm really glad you said that, Red, because I think a little anxiety is really healthy. It makes us strive to be the best we can be, I think, and kind of keeps us on our toes. But for me, it wasn't until I started to understand that I had something of value, real value, to offer. The anxiety turned more from fear into more like excitement, like just anxious to do the best, like really anxious about my ability to really hear what they needed and really connect. That's
Right.
me, a healthier anxiety. But yeah, it's still hard sometimes. It's up here. I have to do some adjusting, and I've had help to kind of break through some of that anxiety, the kind that holds us back.
Nothing
Sure.
like sending out, some messages on Facebook and hoping that nobody replies, right? And then it's like, what do I do next? Somebody replies and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Before we dig in with Ray, one, if you guys could in the Q&A tell us what's your experience been like? Are you still scared? Have you been scared? You feel like you're getting past it? Are you excited for the session tonight to maybe get some techniques and things that are going to help you with that fear and or anxiety? And I want to just show my screen for a minute, do a couple quick commercials here. Just so you guys know, the Vision Group, we are a team with a particular network marketing company. We've opened up our doors to our different sessions and different things. We brought Ray out for the public, for everybody. Our product line is a health and wellness line. And one of the reasons why we're talking about prospecting right now is all of us are blitzing, right? Have you guys ever done 90-day runs or anything like that? We're blitzing where we have a 7-day trial pack of our product, and we're reaching out to people and we're building our muscle about reaching out to people. For some of us, we've been doing this for ages and it's no big deal. We just reach out and let people know, hey, we have the 7-day, you may be interested in losing weight or know someone who is, something very simple, reaching out to people. For other people, Doing that is a huge stretch, whether contacting somebody inside of their phone, even somebody they know, or whether it's contacting somebody on Facebook. So this is at the top of our mind, and this session is for us, right? For us, and we're opening it up for you guys to hear. But that's what our process is. It's just that we're reaching out to people to ask them if they want to try one of these. And if any of you guys are on and you're interested in losing a few pounds, you can check all of us. We've got Jackie's lost 10 pounds. I'm not saying how much, I just lost weight. I'm not up to that yet. Yes, I've lost weight. I'm looking good. I'm down 2 pound sizes. Olivia, what's going on for you and Brian? You're having some good results too, right?
6.5 inches gone for me, and loose clothes. And
there you go.
More
right? A lot of inches.
Yeah, inches. It's kind of crazy because it's a shape-shifting thing.
Yeah, it really is. I think it starts in the face for a lot of us and it works its way down. It hasn't gotten in my butt yet. So I'm getting there.
It's like a snowman.
The shoulders are slimming down. The bras are getting big. Sorry to be graphic, but so it's working its way downward. So just a little humor. But that's why this is our topic for the week, because for all of us, we're blitzing. We have these special little sessions where we all get together and prospect. And for some of us, it's easy. For some of it's hard. I got to tell you the truth. For me, it's still, sometimes challenging because I feel a little sheepish. Even though I'm having incredible results, I feel a little funny sometimes about reaching out to people. Even though I know that they want to lose weight, there's still this reluctance. That's why we're digging into this tonight. And then I want to show my screen just for a quick minute.
Hey, Diane,
yeah.
You brought something up. Okay. Here's the queen of attraction marketing, still a little nervous. All right. Let me ask you. Okay. Let's start with you. And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but it's not the first time I put you on the spot. What comes to mind when you think, what brings up your angst, your nervousness about prospecting?
Let me finish the commercial and then let's dive into
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, don't be sorry. It's I'm turning it over to you in 2 seconds. I just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on.
Yes.
So you guys
finish your commercial break.
We do have 2 Facebook groups that you are invited to. The replays of these webinars are available in the Facebook groups. Do you guys see my screen now? Can anybody tell?
I can.
We can see it.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure. Yeah. This group right here is network marketing and business training. The replays of these types of trainings are in here. We're also going to start populating it this week with some more content, etc. So we have, the replays of all the webinars that we've done so far. We've done quite a few, and we're also available in here. Here it is. We have a channel with our replays. Come on up. So this one will go up tomorrow. But last week's videos were first you got to get them and then you got to keep them, and it was about retention and follow-up systems. This one is a weight loss and health and wellness one. Why consistency is more important than going fast, which is true in business as well. So we have a couple here. We just got started, but we're going to populate this channel out. So for those of you that would like to get the replays and have access to them, ask the person that invited you here to put you in to this Facebook group, which is, please don't go there on your own because it's by invite only. So if you go there on your own and you just ask to be admitted, you probably won't be admitted because we won't know who referred you. So you got to ask the person that invited you to the webinar. If you're not sure, reach out to one of us. We'll figure it out for you. We do have a little list when you registered. And then we also have one other Facebook group for any of you guys that do happen to be interested in health, wellness, and weight loss concepts, and that's the Vision Group Health and Wellness. So look, 2 people have posts waiting to be approved. So we have the weight loss hypnosis sessions in here, etc. So, these are available to you guys. Feel free to reach out to us and ask to be put in them. It's good stuff and a lot more good stuff coming. We just really getting this kicked off, but we plan on basically hitting every topic under the sun concerning health, wellness, weight loss. Most of all, why we're not consistent, why we regain, that type of stuff. We're more interested in the long term here than the quick hits. And then also marketing concepts, ideas, network marketing, classical training, as well as some of the newfangled stuff, social media stuff, etc. You know, we'll be sharing all kinds of tips and ideas. Myself and my colleagues and these guys are all, you know, ready and raring to share their tips with you. So we have a whole leadership council and more people coming on every day. So if any of you guys are looking for something, weight loss, health, wellness, or maybe you're looking for an opportunity, let us know. If you're happy where you are, you have a product, use the hypnosis, use the environment. If you're happy where you are with your business, please do your thing and learn some of the tips and things we have for you tonight. But if you are in the market for something, we're here, let us know. And with that being said, Ray, let's start the discussion. Let me turn off my screen and let's talk about what you want to talk about.
Okay.
You asked me a question. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, what we should say was, are you turned off? Good, okay.
I turned off the screen. Yep.
Yeah, you brought up something. I know a lot of people think about people in your stature, your position. You've done all this. You're the queen of attraction marketing. People think you have nerves of steel. And you just said you still, yeah.
That's funny.
Not so? All right. If it's okay, let's start with you.
Sure.
All right. You say you still get that little bowl of jello, I like to call it, in your stomach.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? What happens with you? What do you feel?
Can I be truthful? I mean, can I just be transparent?
I hope so.
Well, I usually try to be. I get worried that people will reject me or that people won't like me or people will be mad at me. Because sometimes, I mean, Jackie just had, you know, a kind of a negative response to her reaching out to someone. I've had negative responses. And so I guess the little Diane in me wants everybody to love me. And if I prospect someone, they might not love me. And if they don't love me, I might be all alone. And it's crazy, but it's still there after 20 years, guys. After 20 years, it hasn't completely gone away. Now, do I let it stop me? No, not at all. Have I found ways to overcome it? Yes. But is it still there?
Well, I'm going to point out something that, you know, like I like to say this, you know what that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's what we can't see. It's what's right under our nose. Now, this is not a hypnosis trick, but one thing people omit when we have the kind of phobia, you don't have a dread fear, you have a healthy phobia, okay? We make what we're doing when we're prospecting all about us. We put all the focus on ourselves, and we're totally forgetting why we're doing this, okay? So for a moment, let's think about this. So yeah, you want to make a living, you want to grow a business, but what we're doing, we're totally internalizing. It's me. I'm going to be scared. They're going to reject me. Okay, we never stop and think for a second about flipping the energy and thinking about them. We don't consciously stop ahead of time and think, well, there's countless stories in the profession that people have been thankful that they've been turned on to someone turning them on to something. I mean, I knew a true story about a guy who was throwing. Yeah, okay.
I'm so thankful that my annoying cousin pestered me to go to a meeting. Changed my life. Thank God.
I personally knew a guy down in Atlanta, Georgia. He was in, I think it was Excel at the time. And he was about ready to throw the towel in. He was sitting at a like one of those little fountains in a mall, like a water. He was sitting there, a guy sit down beside him, and they start shooting the breeze back and forth. And I just got to talk about jobs and what are you doing? Well, it's probably nothing you're interested in, but I help save people on their long distance phone bill. Guy goes, really? That's really cool. And he was ready. He's going to really throw it in that day. And turns out the guy winds up being the greatest producer of Excel at the time, is Roy Orbison. He's wound up producing $200,000 a month.
Roy Orbison, like the singer?
Yep.
Really?
That's what his real name. So case in point, my favorite expression. Okay. Put this in your head right now. You could either write it down or get a magic marker. Here, I'll give you magic marker. Okay. Oh, you can't put it. We can't.
Right,
We
but
can't.
you got to look up to me. I would say I would draw on my face, literally on webinars. So you'll work
Yeah.
up to
So first thing, which actually starts to, I like putting little baby light bulbs on for people. Okay. First baby light bulb here, and it automatically, on a conscious level, starts to take some of this stuff off us. When you just said what you had, maybe you notice what you said. I'm not knocking you. Okay, I love you. Okay, but you said, oh, if I do this, they might not like me. I'm afraid me. Stop making it about you. You know, it ain't about
that
you.
was the secret. That was the secret that tilted my world. That stopped thinking about me, and I started thinking about how blessed I was that somebody helped me. How could I not go out and offer what I have? That's why Vision Group was found, right? I mean, we're here. How could we not tell you about what's happening with us? How could we not?
So in my line of work, this is what's known as a reframe. So the frame you've had up till now, notice I said up till now, is, oh, they're not going to like me. I'm going to go eat some worms. I got a whole,
Well, ice cream, but anyway.
right?
I was thinking ice cream too.
Yeah.
So frame to reframe. I. All right, frame to reframe. First thing we do, I'm not making it about me. I'm going to make it all about them. Imagine in your mind's eye, you're going to make it about them. Okay? Automatically, imagine feeling, in fact, no deep trance, but just imagine, all of you girls, get off your phone. I see you.
I know, but it's because people are asking me questions for the thing. I'm sorry. I'm moderating.
Just even for a sec. All right, Don, let me take you. Let me take all of you. Hollywood Squares here. Okay. Hollywood Hypno Squares.
We're also being old there, so.
Right?
In the center square.
All right, even think for a moment, Diane. Okay, put yourself in the old frame you were in. Close your eyes. No trance. I'm not going to make funny faces at you. No chickens tonight. No chickens for you. Okay. Think a few moments ago how you talked about the nervousness that you still have. Well, if I go out there, the little girl in me still says, what if they don't like me? Get present with that.
Mhm.
Okay. What if they don't like me and I'm going to annoy them? I'm going to piss them off. And then they're going to stop talking to me. Yeah, right? Now. And then they're not going to talk to me anymore. And then I'm going to be alone. Okay, right? So just stay with that for a moment. Okay. What is it? Produces a feeling, what? In your tummy, your chest, where? Okay. Now, get present with that feeling, your nose, you run your nose and mouth. Okay. Now, may I talk firm, not scolding the little girl, but may I be just direct? Okay. I want to tell this little girl something, that it's not about her. Have her play a game right now. I'm talking to the energy in your nose and mouth where you pointed to. Let her know that you are helping people who need what she has. Does she really believe in what she's doing? Okay. Let this little girl know, let's say if she was running a lemonade stand, which she's done before. She has served lemonade to people who are very thirsty. They bought the lemonade, didn't they? They were very thankful. Where do you, when you knew they were thankful and they drove away with a, where do you feel that thanks? Okay. Bring that feeling up to where your nose and mouth is. Bring that feeling up. Imagine your mind's eye, you're bringing it up. Let's let that little girl know this is not about her. When she ran the lemonade stand, she was helping these people. This is the same exact thing now. I say now. Yeah, now in your mind's eye, project this good feeling out about the lemonade stand out to the people that you're talking to. Project the feeling, I am helping them. I'm helping them, just like the lemonade stand. Now open your eyes.
It's powerful. And that's why
that's
you
just
have a script and different people say it. And some people will say the same script or type the same script and get no results. And another person will get tremendous results. Same words.
Exactly.
It's the energy behind the words.
In fact, everybody in the audience right now, okay, everybody here obviously is on here. They must have had some nervousness about approaching. One time I was at a Chamber of Commerce meeting. Good looking guy. I think he was real estate. I think it was insurance. And people get up there, you do your 30-second spiel. He wouldn't get up. I said, why don't you get up? He said, I'm afraid to get up. But he went on to me, I think he was selling some cool annuity where people got paid monthly. So I worked with him and finally said, you make this all about you, stop. So everybody out there, bear in mind just what Diane was doing. You're making it when you would say, I'm afraid. First thing, I'm not scolding anybody. I've done it. We've all done it. When we say, oh, I. Drop the I. Drop the I. Reframe this right now from this point on. I want to make that about them. I want to help them. Imagine projecting your energy out to them. And you can actually consciously in your mind, it takes 20 seconds. How long did you do it for? By 30 seconds? You actually felt a shift, didn't you?
100%. I could feel the energy rising up.
Now, if it's okay with you, I'd like to do a little just exercise with the audience.
Absolutely. Before you start, Ray, I just want to point out to all of you guys, besides his 20 years experience with hypnosis and neuro-linguistic programming, this man has a huge background in sales, top producer in multiple genres. So we're very fortunate to have this kind of expertise available to us. This is just not any old guy doing another, Facebook Live about why you shouldn't be afraid of prospecting. This is a person.
She called me old. You heard it.
Any old guy, like any old, whatever, old, OL. Okay, you're old. If you want to be old, you can be old. I'll point out that you are old. I am old too, though. That's the problem. So we're young together. But I just want you guys to know that this is just not some person pontificating. This is a person with a huge background in the mind and the psychology of all this, but also huge sales background. And a lot of times you get someone who has an academic or some type of background in the mind, but they've never sold. This dude sold a lot, a lot. So I just want everybody to know that, to give you like the real reason to plug into this and pay attention to him. We bang sales ideas around all the time. And what I love best about the ideas that we bang around is they're really clean and decent, because there's so many slimy sales out there. And sometimes we hear a script and it sounds yucky to us. The reason why it sounds yucky is because of where we are. The script isn't yucky. The script is just words.
And you brought up a good point. Yeah, there's a lot of techniques that are a little surreptitious, a little manipulative. Notice what I did with you, though. With integrity, we made it about the person we are speaking to. That's integrity. We actually took the stuff off us, but then we wanted, out of love, I want to help that guy. It's cleaner than that. True?
Yep.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
No, not at all. Not at all. We do the tango when we're training together. So I just wanted everybody to understand what we're about to experience. This is not just any old thing. This is something really special. So, are we ready?
I'm gonna disappear. Poof. And actually, I have a UPS coming, so I'm going to shut the doors. The dog does not. I have this Pomeranian killer.
Pomeranian killer.
Give me like I'm gonna disappear more than I am now for about 25 seconds. Don't go away. Okay.
Okay. Okay. You girls ready?
Mm.
We're doing it on camera, so get ready. And for all of you that are watching, you will be watching us. You can participate. We're going to stay on camera. If you want to participate, definitely close your eyes and follow along. For those of you that maybe are not familiar with this, or you're not sure about this, watch. Just watch, listen, and watch. You don't have to close your eyes. You don't have to participate. But for those of you that have been coming to some of these, I highly encourage it. It's really powerful. Just what he just did with me for 3 minutes. I feel something. So it's really cool. It's really cool. And when
It's funny. I was just thinking that I hear Ray's voice because I'm used to it now, and I feel myself slipping into like a meditative trance, and
Yeah,
it's really, really cool.
Hey, look what I got, guys. The company sent me a Fitbit.
Yay!
Star. Yay, right? And so I used my phone and I had lost my old Fitbit. So now I'm going to Fitbit it up. So I will have accurate statistics instead of guesstimated. So
That's the one I just got. That's really a nice one. You'll like it.
you like it?
Super
Yeah,
easy
okay,
and
good.
super easy to use. Brian just got one too.
I like
It's
the
really nice.
display. It's good. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
one of the things I love is we get all kinds of prizes and gizmos and goodies and stuff. So
that's
You're
cool.
selling infomercials now. I saw a
no,
product.
I'm filling dead air now.
You'd be
I'm
actually.
showing Ray that the company sent me a Fitbit for hitting 1 star.
Oh,
And cool.
wow.
Now when I walk, I can get better stats on what's going on. So it's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
We're going to do a little fun thing here. It's very user friendly. I'm not going to make anyone bark like a dog or cluck like a chicken. Oh, you got that going on pretty good, though.
Da, 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 da. I'm sorry.
Don't lie to me.
You're right.
Now, I want everybody to, number one, the first thing I'll repeat earlier, first thing, frame to reframe. First thing we want to take it off. It's not about us. We make it about them. That's the first thing I'll repeat. Okay. Now, I want you to understand something here as well. Now, understand fear is just an emotion. Think about that. It's just like memories. It's just like so many things that we allow ourselves to be run by, and we don't realize it has absolutely no basis in reality unless we give it the power. See, good news is this: you have 100% control over your emotions. You have to know how to have the control. So if you're at home, go ahead, just take a moment, get comfortable. Shut your cell phone off if you can. And take a breath in. Not going to be a deep trance. We're going to have actually some fun with this, but you want to get relaxed. Just breathe in peace and calm. As you exhale, simply allow yourself, give yourself permission to sink down into the chair or the couch, whatever you're sitting on. Good. Another breath now, just a little bit deeper. Breathing in peace, breathing in calm, breathing in relaxation. Just allowing yourself to get centered. And simply for the next few moments, allowing all outside sounds, all noises, even your own thoughts, will just cause you to become more relaxed, more centered, more focused. This is your precious time. Simply knowing you're in a safe spot, in a safe environment. And now you can make this all about yourselves. Now go ahead, if you will, and think of your fear of prospecting. Some people like to say it's networking, prospecting, perhaps even just talking to others. So go ahead and see that. In fact, to even have more fun with this, imagine, if you will, sitting and you have a movie screen in front of you. Look up on the movie screen and see yourself. See yourself in an image as you're thinking of the fear of prospecting, speaking of your business, and just notice what's going on. Notice how you're using your body. You can see yourself recently or in past times talking to somebody. Are you slumped over? Are you standing erect? If you're sitting at a desk, are you slumped over? So just take a moment and notice that now. Now, first thing, when we start to notice a fear, we'll begin to feel it with a fear or feeling in our body. Could be in our chest, could be in our face, could be in our tummy. Now notice that feeling now. But we're going to do a little fun thing here. We can, if it's a nervous feeling, we can decrease the feeling. If it's a cold feeling, which many nervousness do cause, add a warmth to that feeling. Actually see, sense, feel, or imagine it to be, add warmth to that feeling, that cold feeling. Whether it's in your chest, in your tummy, in your face. Just add warmth to it. First thing. Now, still seeing yourself up on the screen, when you are nervous, where are you seeing it? Is it right in front of you? Is it to the side of you? Is it above you? Or is it below you? Take a moment and notice that now. Now, wherever you notice the energy, have fun with this. Move it. So if it's on your bottom, move it to the top. If the energy is in front of you, move it to your back. That's it. That's it. If it's to the left side of you, move it to the right. And after you have moved it, notice it now. Good. Next thing here, notice, does it have a weight to it? And just have a gentle mental check-in of the weight. Now, usually, I say usually this, you can gauge this weight. So have fun with this weight. We're going to take a little helium balloon. We're going to tie it to the weight associated with this fear. Now just tie a little helium balloon. And notice that weight becoming lighter. 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 And you can even slowly feel this weight rising. Yeah. Yeah. Now next, notice, does it have a temperature to it? And whatever the temperature is, whatever you feel is soothing for you, turn the temperature in the opposite direction. With some people, it feels cooler is better. With some people, if it feels cool, warmer is better. So now, take this energy and move the temperature in the opposite direction. Now get present with that now. Now next, notice does this energy, that was once known as fear, does it have a texture to it? I know some people think of fear as rough, coarse. So now, whatever you sense, see, or feel, that energy being, turn the texture to the opposite direction. To some people, smooth feels great. And if it's coarse, turn it smooth. If it's smooth, give it texture. Move it to a position that feels good for you now. That's it. That's it. Now next, notice, is there a movement to it? Does it move fast? Does it move slow? Does it zigzag? Does it squirrel? Go ahead in your mind's eye now, because you have complete control over this. Control the movement to a pace that is comfortable. I say comfortable for you. Yeah. Yeah. Now, see yourself on the movie screen after you've changed all the surround. and see yourself in a scenario where you're now going to talk to someone about your business. And right before you do, you also add the icing on the cake and add all the energy, making it all about them. Now, with all these corrections you have made, and you have re-edited all of your feelings, all of your sensations, the way you want it to be. Notice how you're feeling now. Notice. And once again, understand that fear is just an emotion. And the great news is you have 100% control. You can do this anytime you want before prospecting, before networking. This little simple tool, once you get it down, has lasting effect and will grow stronger. So when you're ready, come back in the room, open your eyes. Come on back. Hey there.
Wow.
Nope.
Hey.
Wait, you went away.
I
Where'd
went
you go?
away. No one
back.
could see.
Ah.
That was weird, girls, huh?
Oh, wow. That was
Yeah.
intense. Yeah.
These are submodalities that actually are wired into our systems. When we start to trick the mind, see, after we taught ourselves how to be afraid, how to have a phobia, and with everybody, it's always different, okay? So when we start to trick the mind, it doesn't quite know how to go back to what it once was, but bear in mind, we have complete control over the subconscious mind. It has to do what we tell it to do. Subconscious, remember the whiteboard, girls? Okay, it does everything we tell it to do. Okay, so if that's what was controlling my nervousness, my phobias, go the opposite way. Everything from colors, sensations, feelings, temperatures, movement. And it's a fun exercise, the whole thing, you know, right now, even with that simple thing. All right, let me ask you, Diane.
Mm-hmm.
What was your sensation afterwards with it?
It was a light, soft, velvety, purple bundle of love.
Bundle of love.
Burning
Hmm.
feeling in my face that was heavy, that was pressure. I like the helium balloon, and I like the texture, because the texture went from this rough texture to velvet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that all came from, but it was weird. It was cool. It was super cool.
Came from the theater of your own mind. How about you, Olivia?
The texture was amazing. That I love that. My texture of my fear went from something that was like a semi-deflated basketball, just kind of nasty and rubbery and cold and kind of caved in, and then it turned into and it sort of sat there heavy, and it turned down into a ball that was bouncing and was fuzzy, like the softest fuzzy blanket you've ever seen. And it was, of course, a sort of a Caribbean blue color. And the cool thing was I felt like I have this ball forever. I always will have this. And the sensation of having this fuzzy ball that I could just toss to someone else,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and make it be about them. Here's my fuzzy ball, you know, boom. So
I love
sorry
that.
about the hands, but yeah, that was really beautiful, and also it feels like a tool that I'll always have. those images. So that's,
Always.
thank
How
you.
about you, Jackie?
Mine started out as very warm. And then as we worked through, it became, and it was just the ball of just hot, like fiery hot.
Mm-hmm.
And as we went through it, it became cooler and warmer and loving feeling. And the texture was soft and kind of mushy. And it was just something you could hold in your hand and just play with. It was just really cool.
Now, bear in mind, go ahead, Guy.
If we take the recording, if everybody here gets into the vision group, the vision business group, and we use the recording, will it be different each time because we're reinterpreting, or will it stay the same, or it just depends?
Well, it depends upon the individual. Each time you do this, the what you were holding on to before dissipates. The whole trick is to give yourself permission to play with. We have forgotten how to play as children. So give yourself permission to have a little imagination. Oh yeah, I feel it's cold. All right, go on, have fun, make it warm. Okay, just play along. Us adults, we want to play along, be like a kid. Well, I see that that weighs about 50 pounds. Okay, that ball. Okay, put the helium on it. Bring it up to about 6 ounces. Okay, So answer your question. Each time we do this, it's going to shift the vibration of the last time that we did it. So you're going to notice it's going to be very hard. And there's so many variables of this. I mean, I've had people who got to a point they couldn't even prospect without cracking up. So I've taught this to professional speakers. I mean, you can not just for network marketing. You can use it for speaking. You can use it for getting in front of police. So it's releasing fear is releasing fear. But basically, we're just reprogramming our submodalities to bring us forward.
Hey guys, give us some feedback in the Q&A while Ray continues to work with us. And we're getting a couple of interesting pieces of feedback. One person who's clearly Canadian said it was heavy and a moose. It was a moose, and he tied a red balloon to the antlers, and the moose pulled out of my thoughts. It just funny how we have these imaginations, and
I love that.
Right, and all of ours were different, and that's nuts. That's cool. So I love that.
Isn't it nuts?
It's neat.
And you can use this every time, much as you want. Just to go into it again with just with the mindset of a child. Okay, I'm gonna have fun with this. Play with it.
Brian, I'm calling Brian. Ray, let me ask you a question. A couple people said that they relax so much that they don't even remember what happened. Can you explain how the conscious mind works? Because sometimes when I'm doing work with you, I'm not even completely aware because I kind of zone. So is that okay?
You broke up and you're saying that a couple people did what now? I'm sorry.
A couple people said that they relaxed so much that they don't even really remember the color and the texture. Like we're all pretty trained, so we were just recalling what we experienced. A couple people said, more than one said, I don't even know because I relaxed so much, it got so calm. That's not a problem though, is it?
Nah, getting good in my old age. Poof, instant induction, sleep. Nah, it's no problem. Of course not. By the way, the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind never sleeps. In fact, they are now using hypnosis, medical hypnosis, in operating rooms. I actually years ago had a friend who was a colleague. He was having a cancer procedure. He had prostate cancer, and so I actually was giving him induction, and the anesthesiologist could not believe it. Usually there's a certain degree of blood. There was one tiny drop of blood. And in the induction, I told him, your blood's going to be minimal to nothing. One drop. True story. Subconscious tells the mind what to do, tells the body what to do. Okay? Subconscious mind never sleeps. Quick, funny, true story. I had another colleague who he wanted to become an airline, not an airline pilot, but he wanted to get his pilot's license to fly planes. And it's a book about that thick they give you. Okay. So he's okay. He's a little eccentric anyway. You think I'm bad? No, he's out there. Okay. So this is so many years ago. He made all these audio cassette tapes, and he set up this whole sleep learning booth. And these tapes would go off like 2 a.m. and they played over and over and over. He never opened the book up, but he had these tapes going. Of course, your mind is wide open in that state of consciousness. So he did this for like 6 months. Day of the exam, which is a 6-hour exam, took the test. He did it in 45 minutes. He got a 92.
Wow.
Subconscious mind never sleeps. So if they nod it out, they can listen to it again. If they want an in-depth session, they can call me, what have you. But they didn't miss too much. Trust me.
Awesome. And a couple people said they had a little struggle with focusing. Guys, that's why we're going to give you the recording. So for some people, this is easy. Some people just really right to it. For other people, they need a little more practice. You may need to work on it a little bit more. You know, maybe you had some crazy stuff going on before. Again, the three of us are pretty well trained by Ray. So when he, you know, gets us going, you know, we can go right into it. You know, when you work with him individually, he does train you. This is a generic, you know, like he's doing the exercise where normally he would ask you, what do you see and what do you feel? And of course, he's trying to cover it for everybody, for the whole spectrum. But it's really neat stuff. And this idea of taking fear and playing with it instead of sitting in it, I think is really quite magical, really quite magical. Ray, we're heading towards the top of the hour. So I just want to give everybody a couple of last updates. And I think we're close to wrapping it up. Do you have anything else that you needed to share with everybody? You could certainly stay on if need be.
Just thanks for having me on again, and just have patience. Just bear in mind, you tell your mind what to do. You told your mind what to do growing up in your parents' house, but now you can consciously tell your mind what you want it to do for you.
For sure.
And this is something people don't get their heads around. Like I know some people don't get their heads around with your very beautiful, powerful attraction marketing program. That's a little different. Some people think, well, the way I think is the way I think. No, the way you think is the way you were trained growing up. You can tell your mind how you want it to be. You can train your mind. And I want to leave people with that, okay? That's strong. Just you can train it any way you want it to go.
And I'm living proof of it. I mentioned earlier in the webinar, I am now exercising on a daily basis. I've changed, you know, obviously with the help of our products, I've changed my eating habits, but I've also changed my habits because we're training my mind. I've changed my habits in business. I've changed my productivity. I've changed so much. I've changed my relationship with my parents. I've changed relationships with people. I've changed anger that I've had towards different people. It is truly stunning what's possible. I know it's just changed tremendously since she's been working with Ray, and we've known each other for a while. So we just wanted to bring him to you, and also again remind you that the Vision Group is truly committed to helping folks with their minds, with their health, with their business. We'd love to work with you in any capacity, whether it's just as a friend of the organization coming to our webinars and participating in our groups and using the replays, or whether it's in a closer business capacity or as a customer. Maybe you want to try these products that we're all super excited about. Maybe you want to hang out a little more with Ray inside the groups. He's in the groups, you know, for questions and things that if you have, you know, we'd love to have you. So with that being said, I want to thank Jackie and Olivia for being subjects tonight. I felt funny all alone, so it's nice to have some company. I'm just afraid if I'm going to drool, I might as well drool with friends, right? You know.
And thank you,
Diane. Anytime. Thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
I don't
Just
know.
us.
I was worried about that. I'm like, what did I do? I was asking, what do I look like when I'm in trance? And he said, I look like a little girl. So
You do.
because you lose the stress comes out of you. And so I think look younger, and then I magically get old again. So, you know, one of these days I'll set up a camera so I can watch myself and be frightened. Actually, we do. I mean, these are camera. I could look at. I haven't looked at any of the replays because I'm afraid to see what I look like. So, it's great. Get back to the person that invited you to the webinar. Ask them for an invite to the group. Ask them for your 7-day trial of our product if you want. It's only $29. It's awesome to try and just see if it agrees with you. That's why we have a trial, to let everybody check it out and see. People are having tremendous results. I just had another girl today just call and she said 3 days in, I want to upgrade. I'm loving this product. I want a whole month supply. But you know, it may or may not. My feeling is always, look, I'm looking for people that are looking for us, and you know, is it a fit? Is it not a fit? Is what we're doing a fit? Is hypnosis a fit for you? Not every week it's hypnosis, but I like it. I just think it's different, and there ain't nobody else. There's a lot of people training, and training is good, and I love training, and I'm a trainer. You know, I've trained all over the world, but there's not that many people teaching you this kind of stuff. In fact, I can't think of anywhere else you can get it except for here at the Vision Group. So one, thank you for being here tonight. If you're looking for us, get into the groups, feel free to tag us, ask questions, etc. We would love to see you in there. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next time. Tuesday night, we'll be back with something. I think we'll probably be on some health wellness, something next week. We'll see. You know what? We just go with the flow and whatever comes up in our hearts. And usually it's based upon something that's going on in our group. And this week it was prospecting and the struggles and the challenges and the fears. And I think we have some pretty good solutions tonight after this. So thank you, Ray. We appreciate it.
You bet. Have a good night, ladies.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Ray.
Bye. Thanks so much.